Duane "Dog" Chapman, known to millions as Dog the Bounty Hunter, has built a career on the principles of justice, redemption, and, above all, family. For years we watched him on television, a larger-than-life figure with his signature style, tracking down fugitives with a unique blend of toughness and compassion. His work was never just a job, it was a family affair. His late wife Beth, his children, and his extended posse were integral parts of his missions, showcasing a bond that was as strong as it was public. This deep-rooted connection to family has always been the bedrock of his identity, making him a relatable figure to many who value kinship above all else. His life has been an open book, filled with triumphs and tribulations, but always centered on the people he loves. The Chapman family has faced numerous public struggles, from legal battles to the heartbreaking loss of their matriarch Beth, to cancer. Through it all, they have demonstrated remarkable resilience, leaning on each other for support. Their willingness to share their lives has created a powerful connection with fans around the world, who have followed their journey with unwavering loyalty. This transparency has shown that even the strongest families face immense challenges. Dog has often spoken about second chances and the power of change, themes that have not only defined his professional life but have also been deeply woven into his personal one. He has been a father, a husband, and a leader, navigating the complexities of a blended family under the constant scrutiny of the public eye. This strong family dynamic is what makes recent events so profoundly devastating. When a family has built its entire world around unity and mutual support, a tragedy that strikes from within can shake its very foundation. The Chapmans are no strangers to hardship, but the accidental nature of this recent loss introduces a layer of sorrow that is uniquely painful. It is a stark reminder that life can change in an instant, and that emotional wounds are often the most difficult to heal. For a family that has always rallied together against outside forces, facing an internal tragedy of this magnitude requires a different kind of strength, one rooted in forgiveness, understanding, and immense emotional courage. The public persona of Dog the Bounty Hunter often emphasizes his grit and unyielding determination. However, behind the tough exterior is a man who has always been, at his core, a family man. His interactions with his children and grandchildren, often captured on camera, have revealed a softer, more paternal side. He has celebrated their successes and stood by them during their struggles, embodying the role of a patriarch who leads with both strength and love. It is this deep personal investment in his family that makes the recent tragic accident so heartbreaking. The pain is not just that of a public figure, but of a grandfather and a father figure who must now navigate one of the most difficult chapters of his life. Life has a way of presenting challenges that no amount of preparation can ready you for. In a devastating turn of events, the Chapman family is grappling with an unimaginable loss following a tragic accident. According to reports, a heartbreaking incident occurred involving Dog's stepson, who was handling a firearm when it accidentally discharged, tragically taking the life of his own young son. The event was a pure accident, a moment of profound misfortune that has left the entire family reeling. There is no playbook for this kind of grief. It is a complex, shattering experience that leaves behind a wake of sorrow, confusion, and questions that may never have answers. The accidental nature of the event adds a heavy layer of pain that is difficult to comprehend. The specifics of how such a terrible accident could happen serve as a somber illustration of how quickly a normal day can turn into a nightmare. In these situations, the immediate aftermath is a blur of shock and disbelief. For the father involved, the weight of this accident is an unimaginable burden to carry. It's a type of grief that is complicated by a sense of responsibility and regret that can be all-consuming. The loss of a child is universally considered one of the most painful experiences a person can endure, and when it happens under these circumstances, the emotional toll is magnified exponentially. The family must now find a way to navigate not only their collective grief, but also the individual pain of a father who has lost his son in the most tragic way possible. This is not a story about blame. It is a story about a terrible, unfortunate accident that has befallen a family. The focus, for everyone, must be on compassion and support. The emotional landscape for the Chapman family is now incredibly fragile. They are dealing with the loss of a beloved grandchild while also trying to support a son who is living through his own personal hell. It is a delicate balance of mourning and ministering, of grieving and giving grace. In times like these, families must pull together with more strength and love than ever before, creating a safe space where every member can process their pain without judgment. The road ahead for them will be long and fraught with emotional challenges. The news of this tragedy sent a ripple of shock through the public as it underscores a parent's worst fear. Accidents involving firearms in the home are a recurring and preventable tragedy across the country. This incident, involving a well-known family, brings the issue to the forefront in a very personal and painful way. It highlights the fact that tragedy does not discriminate. It can affect anyone, regardless of their public status or personal strength. The Chapman family, who have lived their lives so openly, are now faced with a private sorrow of immense proportions. Their journey through this dark time will require not just their famous resilience, but also a profound level of empathy and support from all who know their story. In the wake of this heartbreaking news, the public reaction was immediate and overwhelmingly compassionate. Fans from all corners of the globe, who have followed Dog and his family for years, flooded social media with messages of love, prayer, and heartfelt condolences. These were not just messages for a celebrity, they were expressions of genuine sorrow for a family they felt they knew. People shared their own stories of loss and offered words of comfort, creating a virtual community of support. The overwhelming sentiment was one of deep empathy, with many people urging others to respect the family's privacy during this incredibly difficult time. This outpouring of support is a testament to the connection the Chapmans have built with their audience over the years. The media coverage, for the most part, has also been handled with a degree of sensitivity. While the story is newsworthy due to the family's public profile, many outlets have focused on the tragic, accidental nature of the event, rather than sensationalizing it. The narrative has largely been one of sympathy, acknowledging the immense weight of the family's grief. This more measured approach reflects a growing understanding that behind every public tragedy are real people enduring unimaginable pain. The family has asked for privacy, a request that has been widely honored by both the press and the public. This collective respect is crucial, as it gives the family the space they desperately need to mourn and begin the long process of healing away from the glare of the spotlight. Within the family itself, the focus has understandably been on supporting one another. In times of such profound tragedy, the only way forward is together. The Chapman clan, known for their tight-knit bond, has reportedly circled the wagons to provide comfort and strength to the grieving father and to each other. This is a time for quiet reflection, not public statements. It is a time for hugs, shared tears, and the silent understanding that only family can provide. Their unity in the face of this adversity is perhaps the most powerful tool they have. They are navigating a storm that would tear many families apart, and their ability to lean on one another will be paramount to their survival and eventual healing. The support from their community and the public at large serves as a crucial reminder that compassion is a powerful force. While words cannot erase the pain, knowing that thousands of people are holding them in their thoughts can provide a small measure of comfort. It reinforces the idea that no one should have to grieve alone. This collective embrace, both online and offline, creates a buffer against the isolation that often accompanies such a profound loss. For the Chapman family, this wave of support is a light in a very dark time, a sign that they are cared for by a community that wishes them peace and strength on the difficult road that lies ahead. This devastating accident serves as a powerful and tragic reminder of the critical importance of gun safety, especially in homes with children. Responsible gun ownership is about more than just having a license. It is a constant commitment to vigilance and safety protocols. Firearms should always be stored unloaded and in a locked safe, separate from ammunition. Keys and combinations to safes should be kept secure and out of the reach of children. These are not suggestions. They are essential practices that can prevent unimaginable tragedies. Every gun owner has a duty to ensure that their firearms can never fall into the wrong hands or be accessed accidentally. This incident underscores the heartbreaking consequences when these safety measures are not in place. Education is the cornerstone of preventing such accidents. It is vital for anyone who keeps a firearm in their home to educate themselves and their family members about the potential dangers. This includes teaching children from an early age what to do if they ever come across a gun. Stop, don't touch, run away, and tell a grown-up. For adults, it means regularly refreshing their knowledge of firearm safety, practicing safe handling procedures, and creating a home environment where safety is the top priority. The responsibility does not end after the purchase of a gun, it is an ongoing obligation. This tragedy should compel every gun owner to review their own safety practices and make any necessary changes to protect their loved ones. Beyond the immediate lessons in gun safety, this story is also about the path to healing and the resilience of the human spirit. The Chapman family is facing a journey of grief that will be long and arduous. Healing from such a trauma is not a linear process. It will involve moments of profound sadness, anger, and confusion. However, it is possible to find a way forward. For the father at the center of this tragedy, finding self-forgiveness will be a monumental challenge, but it is a crucial step toward healing. It will require immense support from his family, professional counseling, and the grace to understand that a terrible accident does not define his entire life or his love for his son. Ultimately, this story is a call for greater compassion and support for those who are grieving. When tragedy strikes, the instinct can be to look for someone to blame, but in cases of a true accident, the only productive response is empathy. We must offer support to the grieving, respect their need for privacy, and learn from the circumstances to prevent future heartbreak. The Chapman family's strength will be tested like never before, but their journey can also serve as a powerful example of how a family can hold on to each other through the darkest of times. It is a reminder to us all to cherish our loved ones, prioritize their safety, and lead with love, especially when it is needed most.